Who has ever been dumped by your girlfriend for seemingly no apparent reason and you're looking for answers, this is what happened. Okay, this is you guys. You guys are in a happy relationship and now all of a sudden you have one simple, fixable problem. For this example, we're going to use no good morning text. And your girlfriend who loves you, she's really happy with you. She comes to you and she tells you, she's like, hey, do you think we could start doing good morning texts? Like, it'd mean a lot to me if you text me good morning. So you, her loving boyfriend, agree to give her good morning texts. But something happened and for whatever reason, you stopped giving her good morning texts. So now we have a bigger problem. She now thinks that you don't care enough about her to send her good morning texts, even though she asked. But she's gonna be like, you know what, this is still kind of a small problem. I'm just gonna remind him. She reminds you, you're like, oh my gosh, that's right, I did agree to that. Okay, I will text you good morning. Unfortunately though, you didn't follow through again. Now we have confirmed that you do not care enough to text her good morning, even though this is a simple, fixable problem. This is now a big problem. So now your girlfriend, who has never picked fights before in her life, starts picking a bunch of little fights about all these different things because she believes that you do not care enough. Through all of these picking fights with you though, she still loves you and likes you enough to want to be with you, even though you guys have all these little problems now. Until one day, these become unattractive to her. She's going to realize that all of these little things that you do that remind her that you don't care about her enough are unattractive. And so now the problem is not these things. It's not even that you don't care enough. It's not even that she never got good morning texts. It's that she literally does not like you anymore. But in reality, she never dumped you at all. This was a slow moving process that eventually led to the final reason, and you weren't dumped. You probably actively chose not to give her what she said she needed, and now you guys aren't together anymore. Sorry.
Video, it's really good to watch. It actually reminds me of the...
Okay, so this is what we're talking about today. The psychology of women. Millions of men get dumped virtually every day, right? And they get dumped for no apparent reason. Because that's the thing, for no apparent reason. And a lot of times, a man will get dumped mainly because he does stupid stuff like good morning texts. So, in other words, the actual thing that the woman wants from you, if she gets those things from you, it will be a problem. So, everybody hit the like button, put your city in the chat, put your city in the chat, put your city in the chat. I think this was a very important show to do because a lot of men have no understanding of women. And since I coach women, and I've been coaching women for the last 6-7 years, I have an understanding of why all of this is problematic. So hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. So I'm going to replay this video for some of you who didn't see it because y'all are coming in. First thing I want to say is this. Women, just women, period. Women, period. Psychology of women. Women are like deer. If you ever paid attention to any nature show about deer, when they get frazzled or they hear a ruffle in the bushes or they think a lion is after them, a deer would literally run dead into a wall in order to get away from a sound. It doesn't even see the deer. It hears a ruffle in the bushes and it's just going to start running and it'll literally run off a cliff. Think about that. You ever heard of deer in headlights? Deer are so overstimulated when it comes to worrying about some animal capturing them or killing them, where the deer would literally jump off a damn cliff and fall to his death in order to get away with something it thinks is after them. So women are just like deer. Women are just like deer. They operate in this overexcited, frantic way where you put yourself, well, they put themselves in a position where they always think somebody either doesn't want them, somebody is talking about them, somebody doesn't like them. And because of this, they jump off of a proverbial cliff in order to save themselves from something that isn't even chasing them. And when you understand the psychology of women, you'll be able to operate with them a lot better. All right. So I always say women are children, right? And when I say women are children, it isn't meant to make women feel bad. It isn't meant to make women feel like children at all. It is meant to let men know that you are in a relationship with a person that needs you in some type of way to father them, to make them feel safe, to pull them out of this overexcited, overstimulated deer mindset. And once they actually are able to feel safe around you, they're able to feel secure around you to a certain degree. At some point, slowly, they'll no longer have this overstimulated, overexcited deer mentality. So I look at not deer. I look at nature movies all the time, right? And I seen one video. Everybody hit a like button, y'all. Where it was a deer walked into somebody's house. Somebody had their sliding back door open, right? You know, you got your sliding back door, the glass back door, right? And the deer just walked in the person's house. And of course, the person came downstairs and started, like, what the hell? And instead of the deer taking a second to figure out how to get out, the deer literally just started running into the wall over and over again. And the guy was pulling out his phone, so you was able to see it. But if you ever look at a deer trying to get away, it will literally hurt itself, injure itself, run into a wall, jump off a cliff in order to get away from something that's not even chasing them. All right. So that is a mindset of women. So you're in a relationship with a woman that will do anything. She will literally gnaw off her own arm in order to get away from you when you ain't even did nothing, because the expectation, the fear of you doing something to her is so great where she would rather be alone than be with you. So that's the synopsis of the mindset of a woman, but we're going to get deeper into this. But one thing I want to tell all of you men not to do is all this stuff that she's saying, because it's literally going to end your whole relationship. Because one last thing, and I'll play this video. The biggest issue is women literally operate off of fear. Everything a woman operates, she doesn't have beliefs. She believes in God, but other than just believing in God, just as one thing she believes in, she doesn't have any other beliefs other than believing in God. The only thing she has other than God is fears. So women do not have beliefs. Women have fears. I will say it again. Women don't have beliefs. They have fears. There's a fear-based mindset. They don't believe in anything. All they do is fear everything. So you're in a relationship with somebody that actually fears their own shadow. And that's the reason why women dump men so often and, end up looking stupid. And the man goes on to marry somebody else or whatever. And, men be doing dumb stuff too. So I ain't saying men are perfect, but I'm just giving y'all the psychological side of women. I love it when it sticks to these important topics and not the passport bros. I'm not worried about no passport bros, but hit the like button, drop your city in the chat. Shout out to Thomasville, Georgia. Shout out to West Covina, California. So check this out.
You're a boy who has ever been dumped by your girlfriend for seemingly no apparent reason, and you're looking for answers. This is what happened. Okay, this is you guys. You guys are in a happy relationship, and now all of a sudden you have one simple, fixable problem. For this example, we're going to use no good morning text. And your girlfriend who loves you, she's really happy with you. She comes to you and she tells you, she's like, hey, do you think we could start doing good morning texts? Like, it'd mean a lot to me if you text me good morning. So you, her loving boyfriend, agree to give her good morning texts. But something happened, and for whatever reason, you stopped giving her good morning texts. So now we have a bigger problem. She now thinks that you don't care enough about her to send her good morning texts, even though she asked. But she's gonna be like, you know what, this is still kind of a small problem. I'm just gonna remind him. She reminds you, you're like, oh my gosh, that's right, I did agree to that. Okay, I will text you good morning. Unfortunately, though, you didn't follow through again. Now we have confirmed that you do not care enough to text her good morning, even though this is a simple, fixable problem. This is.
So, do y'all get that? This is the reason why you never do any of this stupid shit. None of it. You do not give out good morning texts. You do not buy flowers all the time. You don't do none of this shit. Okay. If you want to do something every now and then, yes, but never, ever, 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 say it again, ever do good morning texts. Only cornballs do good morning texts. And there's a certain time I thought doing good morning text was cute, but it's not. So I call these actions, y'all write this down for yourself. I call these actions RTGs. Type in the chat RTG, because I want y'all to remember this. So you have to write it and see it so it goes in your memory. Never practice RTGs. Everybody type in RTG in the chat. RTG stands for repetitive, thoughtful gestures. Repetitive, thoughtful gestures. Okay? Ebeck says, I love good morning texts. Nobody cares. You're not going to get it. Because the thing about it is, nobody cares what you love. Because we're going to break down why. I'm going to tell y'all why you don't. But type in the letters RTG, because I want y'all to remember this. Never, ever, ever, ever practice repetitive, thoughtful gestures. Never. Because just like this woman is explaining, this is the reason why it's not going to, pan out good. So in this particular situation, the RTG is good morning texts. And repetitive, thoughtful gestures, I mean, over and over and over again. Like every morning, you're sending her a good morning text. Every time you do this, you don't do nothing every time, nothing. That's not how life works, okay? So, and some of you ladies might be like, what are you talking about? Well, this is what she's saying. So she's talking about good morning text. So the RTG right now, the repetitive, thoughtful gesture right here is good morning text. So if you don't believe me, look what happens to most relationships when they do this dumb shit. So watch this.
Fixable.
So it's a good morning text. Just
You're
watch.
a boy who has ever been dumped by your girlfriend for seemingly no apparent reason, and you're looking for answers. This is what happened. Okay, this is you guys. You guys are in a happy relationship, and now all of a sudden.
Okay, y'all are in a happy relationship, right? Everything's going great. And all of a sudden, you decide, or she wants you to install an RTG to the relationship, which is a repetitive, thoughtful gesture. Here's what happens.
And you have one simple, fixable problem. For this example, we're going to use no good morning text. And your girlfriend who loves you, she's really happy with you. She comes to you.
So it's not no good morning text, it's good morning texts. I want y'all to think about that. She said no good morning text. No, it's good morning text in the beginning, because if you never started texting her good morning every morning, do you think she would ever be mad at you for not doing something that you never did? Do you think she would? I want you to think about this, because this is real simple. Can a woman get mad at you for not doing something that you never did before? Type yes or no in the chat. Can a woman get mad at you for not doing something that you never did? The answer is no. That don't make no sense. But she can get mad at you for no longer or forgetting to do something that you say you was going to do. But if you never agreed to do it, she can't get mad at you for not doing it. You see how simple that is? So let's keep going. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button.
And she tells you, she's like, hey, do you think we could start doing good morning texts? Like, it mean a lot to me if you text me good morning. So you, her loving boyfriend, agree
No, you idiot boyfriend, you agree
to give her good morning texts. But something happened, and for whatever reason, you stopped giving her good morning texts. So now
at some point, you forget to hit her with a good morning text. You forget to give her whatever RTG that she's looking for. And now she's mad. You did this to yourself because you agreed to do this dumb shit that she wanted you to do. And we're going to talk about why it's dumb shit. Okay? Because I'm not being insensitive to women's feelings. See, the thing about it is, as a man, as a leader, your job is to literally lead the relationship in every way. So if she starts telling you that she wants good morning texts, flowers, or all this other shit, you now just added another side of problems, because in her mind, you got to remember, women operate like deer. Every time something is off. So if you send her good morning texts every morning, just like a deer, and you don't send her a good morning text on Thursday, it's a ruffle in it's a noise in the bushes. Like, that's how a woman thinks. So the more you actually say to yourself, why isn't he sending me a good morning text anymore? He used to. He must don't love me anymore. It must be another woman. He must don't like me. He must have. Next thing you know, you got all these problems that you started as a man. So as a man, your job is to say no. If y'all are going good, there's no goddamn reason for a good morning text. Why I gotta text you good morning? Why? Why? And we're gonna talk about that. So a woman will look for any sign possible to confirm that you don't want her. I'm gonna say this again, and we'll go back to the video. A woman will look for any sign possible to confirm that you don't want her. Why is she sitting around overthinking, wondering, does he not want me anymore? Well, this is the sad truth. And ladies, let me know if you agree or disagree. Women are accustomed to being used for a few months and discarded like a Glade plug-in. I'll say it again. Women will look for any possible way to confirm that you don't want her. Why? Because women are accustomed to being used for a few months and then being discarded like a Glade plug-in. As you know, you got a Glade plug-in, makes your house smell good, everything's great, but at some point the Glade plug-in runs out and you just unplug it and throw it in the trash. That's how women are used to being treated. Whether right or wrong, that just is what it is. And it's not a weak woman, that's just a woman. If y'all are single right now, you're being used and discarded, used and discarded, used and discarded over and over again. Because you're having sex with somebody, you're sleeping with somebody that doesn't want you right now. So you're more used to not being wanted than being wanted. So when a man wants you, the first thing in your mind is, this is only temporary. At some point, he's not going to want me. And you don't want to get caught slipping and get dumped. Because here's the crazy thing. After a few months, she programs herself to expect you to get sick of her. Because every man has gotten sick of her. She gets sick of herself. Women don't love their own selves. Their mother doesn't love them. Their sister doesn't love them. Their coworkers, nobody in her life actually loves her. Say it again. Nobody in a woman's life other than her kid loves her. So she's not used to being adored. She's not used to being protected. She's not used to being acknowledged. She's not used to being loved. So she doesn't know how it feels. So when you give it to her, in her mind, it's only temporary because she's never had a lifelong feeling of safety, a lifelong feeling of consistency, a lifelong feeling of somebody loving her. If the person that birthed her, her mother, treating her like shit between the age of 5 and the age of 15, 10 years of her childhood, treat her like shit, she is not going to look at you, somebody that has only known her for like 4 or 5 months, to want to be with her for the rest of your life. And her own mother didn't even like her. Erica says it sounds bad when you hear it out loud. But Erica, am I wrong? So somebody else says you are talking about weak women. A real woman isn't there are no real women, okay? There are no real women. There are women. All right? There are no real women. Y'all need to stop this stupid shit. There are no real men and there are no real women. We all have been traumatized. We all have been through whatever. But some of us has gotten therapy and some of us have not. Okay? So the real woman, if you want to say something about a real woman, it's not a real woman. It's a woman that has gotten therapy. And most of y'all ain't got no damn therapy. You men are dating women who have never gotten therapy. Okay? Has nothing to do with no damn real woman. Has a lot to do with traumatized women. And most of all of us, black people, male or female, have been traumatized. And those feelings don't come up until we're in a relationship. I'll say it again. All your trauma and issues and feeling of abandonment and feeling of unworthiness, it only shows up when you're in a relationship. That's why you need the good morning Texas right there. Because you need constant validation of you want me. You need constant validation of you love me. Why do you need all this shit? Because you don't believe him. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. We're going to go back to this video because we're going to go deeper into this. But one of the things that I love to offer is solutions. And my card game is a great solution to find out what type of man that you're dealing with or what type of woman you're dealing with. All right. So all of these type of conversations that I have on my platform are literally in this card game. And the beauty of my Deeper Discussions card game, and the link is like hovering right around here. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see the link that is hovering around here. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see the link that is hovering around here in this little area right here. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see it. I just want to make sure y'all can see it, because I thought I put it there. The link is under this video. Is a shop button. Hit the shop button, boom. You can buy the card game there. The link is also pinned in the chat that you're chatting in. So the reason why I put together this card game is to save women and save men from these stupid situations like this woman is talking about with the good morning text, the breakupology. I'm here to help save you from all these dysfunctional ass people that are out here. So we're gonna hit this and then come right back.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
They ain't gonna get
really
wore out. after you-
durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
Okay, so we're gonna go a little farther, and before we do that, I want to say one thing. I literally said a woman will look at any sign possible to confirm that you don't want her, right? And then after a few months, she's already programmed in her mind that she's going to expect you to get sick of her for some reason, and then she'll dump you in order for her to save herself from experiencing her worst nightmare, which is imminent abandonment. So this last part is important. A woman will dump you specifically in order for her to save herself from experiencing you dumping her. And in all honesty, you wasn't even thinking about dumping her. But because you stopped doing dumb shit like good morning texts, she automatically says, the writing's on the wall. You don't want to be with me. And she ain't even gonna tell you. Next thing you know, she don't broke up with you. And you sitting here like, what just happened? So Ronnie says, you are actually right. I just went through this and I was discarded because I was consistent, but she went back to one who was not consistent. You hit this topic right on the nail. That's what I'm saying. So the person that is most consistent is the person that is going to be less valued because she is not used to consistency. The only consistency that you offer to a woman is safety. That is it. There is a state of being to a guy and a state of doing to a guy. And your job is to be more than you do. That is one of my personal principles that I teach women. I teach women to be more than they do. So I know the men are the doers and the givers and the women are the receivers. And you know what I'm saying? I understand that. But at the same time, we all have a state of being and we have to sit and bask in our state of being and not our state of doing. You run around doing all this stuff for a woman, she's going to get rid of your ass because she's either going to look at you like a clown or she's actually going to feel like she's unworthy of a man that is doing so much for her. She's either going to look at you like something's wrong or she's going to look at her like something's wrong with her. So let's go back to the video and keep breaking this whole thing down.
So now we have a bigger problem. She now thinks that you don't care enough about her to send her good morning texts, even though she asked. But she's gonna be like, you know what, this is still kind of a small problem. I'm just gonna remind him. She reminds you, you're like, oh my gosh, that's right, I did agree to that. Okay, I will text you good morning. Unfortunately, though, you didn't follow through again. Now we have confirmed that you do not care enough to text her good morning, even though this is a simple, fixable problem. This is now a big problem.
Keyword confirm. Confirm. She now has confirmation. She's thought up some dumb shit in her head to find confirmation that you don't want her. That is all the woman is trying to do. She doesn't want good morning texts. She doesn't want flowers consistently. I'm not saying don't buy your girl flowers. I'm not saying don't do nothing nice for your lady. I'm saying don't do it consistently. What's up, Letitia? Don't do it consistently. Because the day you don't do it, the day you forget to do it, the day you no longer want to do it, is the day she realizes that she doesn't, or you don't want her anymore. So she wants you to do all this dumb shit, not because she wants it. It's meant to see or quantify whether you want her or don't want her. So hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, share this video with somebody can use that can use this video.
So now your girlfriend, who has never picked fights before in her life, starts picking a bunch of little fights about all these different things because she believes that you do not care enough. Through all of these picking fights with you, though, she still loves you and likes you enough to want to be with you, even though you guys have all these little problems now. Until one.
Why do y'all have all these little problems? Do you see how the woman manufactured all these little problems? Are you aware that this woman manufactured all of these little problems? Remember, in this little diagram, the good morning text is up here at the top. So the good morning text is up here at the top. So now you see bubble number 1, and then the bubble number 2 is he forgot to do it. And then it goes down to the big bubble in the middle. There's a problem, right? But then if you look under, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 other problems, and then you got a big problem at the bottom. But do you realize all of this started from good morning text? So if you never gave her a good morning text, you would not have all these damn problems. So on this diagram, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 8 small problems. 8. You got 8 annoying ass problems. Y'all are arguing. She's being passive aggressive with you. She's slamming doors. And you're like, what the fuck? What the hell is going on? You don't even know what's going on. All because she wanted you to text her good morning every morning. No way in hell. Because overall, somebody said in the chat, she is now leading the relationship. You lead the relationship. So if my girl says, hey, let's do good morning texts every morning, I'm going to say, no, I don't want to do good morning texts every morning. Why? Because I don't want to. But I like that. Well, I'm not the person for you. If me sending you good morning texts is going to tell you whether we're compatible or not compatible, apparently I'm not going to go through all that shit. If you want to use or signify or symbolically look at me sending you good morning texts to make you feel like I'm the right one for you, go on and get rid of me now. I'm not going through all that shit. You set your boundaries in the beginning. I'm not doing all this extra shit, okay? I'm going to love you, protect you, make you feel safe, provide for you, We're gonna hold hands. We're gonna do all, there's nothing wrong with being affectionate. I'm not saying be this evil monster, but I'm not doing all this extra shit. Like, as an example, I got into it with some women when I said I'm not buying a woman a bag. And the woman was like, wait, you wouldn't buy your girl a bag? I said, never. She said, why? I said, because it's stupid. I'm not buying no dumbass bag. Well, that's not right. Because if she values something, when you value it because she values it, I said she can buy her goddamn self a bag. I'm not buying that shit. So you wouldn't buy her a bag for Christmas? No. I said, she's like, why? I don't understand. Because she can buy that shit if she wants to. And then she turns around and says, well, would you want her to buy something that you want her to buy you? I said, no. I said, whatever it is that I want, I would rather buy it myself. If it's something, say I was I played PlayStation 5, or I had rims on my car, or some shit like that. I'm just making up shit. I don't do either, right? I don't want my woman to buy me some rims for my car. I don't want my woman to buy me the new PS6 or whatever, or the new video game. I'll do that myself. Because if I'm a gamer, gamers be standing in line waiting on a new Halo to come out. I don't need my woman standing in line waiting on the Halo to come out for me. I'll do it. So whatever it is that I'm into, I'm going to go buy it because I'm into it. It's my personal love. So I don't want you to go buy it for me. I'll go buy it myself. So I'm not doing all that shit. Because the thing about it is, this is validation that you love her. I don't need to validate that I love you. Because if I love you, you're going to feel that I love you. Not see it. You're going to feel it. Remember, a man has a state of being, but he also has a state of doing. And people pleasers, cornballs, have to do instead of be. I am love. I am protection. I ain't got to buy you shit to make you feel like I love you. Will I buy you something? Sure. I'm not buying you no bag. I'm not buying you no $2, $3, $4, $5, or $10,000 bag. Never. I don't care what kind of money we got. You can buy it. I'm not buying that dumb shit. Because I don't have to. Men who spend all this money on women have to spend money on women. I don't even take women to expensive restaurants. Because when a woman likes me, she'll go wherever we go. We can go to an expensive restaurant, but it's because I want to go to the expensive restaurant. I'm not taking you out on some random date to make you like me. I'm not going through all that shit. Yes, love is unexplainable, right? But when you try to personify love or quantify love by good morning texts or buying a woman shit or taking a woman to the most expensive shit, or I'm not doing all that. Those are the cornballs of the world. So here's a video of a cornball that is having problem with his own cornball self. And it literally would tell you exactly why I don't do all this dumb shit. Watch this.
Dating experience to where you're now like,
It's a lot of pressure on black men, specifically dating black women. And I love black women.
So this man is blaming socialization of black men and women, all this. No, you're a cornball, sir. So listen.
what happened in your dating experience to where you're now like,
It's a lot of pressure on black men, specifically dating black women. And I love black women. Social media and the culture has put a lot of pressure on us. This could be just based on environment.
No, you put pressure on yourself. As a man, you are either the thermometer in the room or the thermostat in the room. I'm the thermostat. I change the temperature of a room, okay? Not women. Women don't come around me and I start changing. Women come around me and they start changing. So I don't give a shit about what women want or what a woman wants. You gonna either sit down and be quiet or you get the hell out and be with somebody else.
When I moved to Atlanta, you know, women here are very entitled. And listen, I'm not blaming anybody, so I don't want this to turn into.
When you say entitled, though,
You're literally blaming women for being entitled. You're blaming women for being entitled. You're blaming women. Put a 1 in the chat if you think he's blaming women right here.
what does entitled mean?
I'll say financially entitled. I feel extreme pressure, and I get hit on by white women. I get hit on.
You hear this? I feel extreme pressure. I don't feel pressure. What is this extreme pressure? You either like me or you don't. Get out. Get out. I'm not no type of dude who gonna sit around, oh, these women are entitled. They want all this stuff. What the hell? What? Who raised you dudes? Oh, women. That's why. Women have raised you little soft ass, little baby shit dudes. The shit is sad.
But when I get hit on by black women, I immediately feel this entitlement of I gotta pay for something.
Wow.
I gotta pay your rent. I gotta help you with your car note immediately within 2 weeks. Or I got.
Do you hear this dumb shit? Do you hear this dumb shit? Let me back it up a little bit.
Feel this entitlement of I gotta pay for something.
Wow.
I gotta pay your rent. I gotta help you with your car note immediately within 2 weeks. Or I'm just saying what I've experienced.
I gotta help you with your car note immediately within 2 weeks. Not only are women telling him to pay their damn car note, but they're telling you you gotta pay it within 2 weeks. Yo, who the hell are these dudes? I'm not talking about the women. Because y'all can say, what is wrong with these women? No, what is wrong with these men? What is wrong with these men? Like I said, you as a man, you dictate everything. You control everything. She wanted me to pay her car note in 2 weeks. Because you're a cornball, sir.
Feel this entitlement of I gotta pay for something.
Wow.
I gotta pay your rent. I gotta help you with your car note immediately within 2 weeks. Or I'm just saying what I've experienced. I'm not saying that's every woman. Nowadays, if I take somebody on a date,
$400
immediately, and I don't even drink. So
this is the reason why you need my Deeper Discussions card game. This is the reason why you need my Deeper Discussions card game. Because you men are lost and you women are lost. And it's okay. But I am here to give and offer help so you won't be so screwed up by the person that you're out here going out on dates with. Because watch what I say after this video. Watch what I say after this video.
if she drink, that's a couple hundred. If the hookah is 45,
Dessert?
lamb chops is 50, dessert. So by the time VIP
Valet?
card, valet, I was just getting ready to say valet. So we didn't spend $400 for me to see if you like me.
Say that again.
So it's
Sir, you're the only one that has this problem. I'm not spending shit, a dime, to see if you like me.
Dessert?
chops is 50, dessert. So by the time VIP
Valet?
card, valet, I was just getting ready to say valet. So we didn't spend $400 for me to see if you like me.
Say that again.
'Cause you're a
So it's like
cornball.
I'm spending and I'm spending. That's just the first date. You want to go out again. So I didn't spend $1,000 on 3 dates just to see if you might call me back or maybe text me back. And then because you're a beautiful woman, if you don't like me, you can go get the next man to do the same thing.
Well, here's the issue. So before I play what my response, these are RTGs. These are RTGs. Repetitive, thoughtful gestures. repetitive, thoughtful gestures. I got to take you out over and over again. I got to do all this. I ain't got to do a goddamn thing. I don't gotta do a goddamn thing. I don't care. Excuse me. I don't care if you don't call me back. I'm with the next woman. I don't give a damn. So listen to what I have to say. Well, here's the issue. As men, we set the tone. You can either be one or two things, a thermostat or a thermometer. A thermostat sets the tone of the room. A thermometer responds to the environment. I set tones. So the first way I set the tone is I'm not going to run around taking you out because I don't know you. I don't take women that I don't know just out on random dates. We're going to be on the phone for a little while to get to know each other. Do you like me? And do I like you? And are we compatible? Are you a drinker? Because I'm not really a drinker, so we're not compatible. Do you like hookah bars? I don't, so we're not compatible. And if you have financial issues and want me to pay your rent, we're not compatible. So I'm never taking you out on a date. So I ain't spent no money. And I think that's the difference. We as men have to, one, set the tone of everything that we're doing. Two, slow things down so we can find out if we're compatible with each other. And three, set boundaries with women that we're not compatible with instead of going out on a date with them, even though we don't like the same things they like. And if you don't like what I like, we're not compatible. It's just that simple. So let's go back to this situation with this woman.
These become unattractive to her. She's going to realize that all of these little things that you do that remind her that you don't care about her enough are unattractive. And so now the problem is not these things. It's not even that you don't care enough. It's not even that she never got good morning texts. It's that she literally does not like you anymore.
And this is the problem with women also. A woman only likes you because of what you're doing for her. And you got to think about how she set you up. See, when you allow a woman to set you up to put you in a position where you're now doing all these cute things for her to stimulate her, to make her feel wanted, she don't necessarily care about you. She cares about your actions. And remember, as a man and as a woman, your job is to be and not do. So I do the less possible, and I become or be the most possible. I will be consistent, but I'm not going to do consistent. Does that make sense? Put a yes or no in the chat. Being consistent is different than doing consistent things. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Doing consistent things is going to put you in a bad situation every time. Your job is to be consistent, be on time, be consistently protective, be these things and not do these things. I'm not doing all this shit for you. I'm not buying you a whole bunch of shit. I'm not overextending myself because that is people pleasing. I'm going to be my authentic self consistently. You're not going to turn around and say, oh, damn, you were like this one day. And you was like, nope, I'm going to be the same way consistently. But I'm not doing all this dumb shit for you. You go find somebody else. I'm not doing all that. So it's a difference between being and doing.
Reality, she never dumped you at all. This was a slow moving process that eventually led to the final reason, and you weren't dumped. You probably actively chose not to give her what she said she needed, and now you guys aren't together anymore. Sorry.
Video, it's a really good watch. It actually reminds me of the plot of the breakup. Ladies, I'm going to tell you how you can save.
So listen to this dumb shit that this woman says. Hit a like button, Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Time and energy on the back end to make sure you never even get to this point. Take time and make a list of all these little things, quote unquote, little things that matter to you. Good morning texts, regular flowers, romantic dates, posting on social media, etc. Make a list of all of those things.
So I want you to think about this. All this is dumb shit. You ladies can make a list of whatever the hell you want to make. But here's the thing. All that shit goes out the window when you meet the man that you really want to be with. Ladies, let me know if I'm right or wrong. Am I right or am I wrong? You can make all the lists you want of the dumb shit that you want. But the day you meet the man that you really want to be with, none of that shit matters. If she likes you, you don't have to do all that shit. So all this dumb shit she's talking, write a list of all this, it's bullshit. Because at the end of the day, if she likes you, she don't care none of that stuff if you do it. So listen to stupid shit again.
Of the breakup. Ladies, I'm going to tell you how you can save time and energy on the back end to make sure you never even get to this point. Take time and make a list of all these little things.
All these little things that I'm never going to do. Because you kiss my ass. I'm not doing none of this shit.
Quote unquote, little things that matter to you. Good morning text.
Never sending you a good morning text.
Regular flowers.
Never sending you no regular flowers. I'll send you some flowers, but not regularly. Keyword regular. Remember, we're talking about the RTGs. They're repetitive, thoughtful gestures. Regular flowers. No.
Romantic dates.
No. We go on a date. I'm not doing all this romantic date shit all the time. Every now and then I'll take you on a romantic date. Yeah. But I'm not taking you on a romantic date every week. I'm not doing none of that shit. Because the second they stop, you take a woman to the 5-star restaurant, you paying like $400 a plate, and you whining and dining her. The day you decide not to do it, or the day your money changes and you can't do it, she's going to look at you like you're an idiot. You don't love me no more because you don't take me out on 5-star restaurant dates no more. Nope. I never started. If I want to take you out to a 5-star restaurant, it's because it's a new restaurant, or, let's go check it out. But it's not going to be like, hey, let's have a romance. Nope. I'm not going to even peg it like that. Pause. I'm not even going to look at it like, nope. It's a new restaurant. Let's go check it out. Oh, this is nice. We'll come back another time. Yeah. But we're not doing romantic, all this bullshit. It can be romantic, but when you call something, hey, let's have a romantic evening out. You can do that every now and then, but the more often you do it, the more often you have to keep doing it. And then it turns into some crazy shit. And now she don't dump you because you don't take her on romantic dates no more. You probably ain't got the money like that no more.
Posting on social media, etc.
I'm not posting shit on social media. Do y'all see this? I want y'all to think about this. If me and you are in a relationship, why I gotta do all this dumb shit? If me and you are together and you're happy, why I gotta do all this extra shit? Because a lot of you ladies, or I will say almost all of you, have problems with validation. This woman is making up stupid shit in order to feel validated. See, like I said, I broke down being consistent versus doing consistent things, right? Why does this woman need consistent validation whether you want her or not. Think about that. If we're together and we're happy, and why the hell do I have to consistently doing all this stupid shit? Every now and then, cool. But why I got to consistently do all this stupid shit? Do all these things. Why? To prove to you that I still like you, that I still love you, or I still want you. Did your ex do it? Did your ex send you good morning texts? Oh, how did that work out for you? Huh? Well, men I usually do this. Oh, okay, where they at? Why am I here then? Why you ain't with them? Oh, because they didn't want you, right? So all the stupid shit that you talking about that they did, they ain't even here anymore. So what the hell that got to do with anything? Why do I have to do all this dumb shit to make you feel good about yourself? Because that's really what it is. It has nothing to do with me. You want to feel wanted. I'm not here to make you feel wanted. And that might sound crazy, but I'm going to say that again. I am not here to make your ass feel wanted. I'm not. That's your mama's job. That's your daddy's job. That's your therapist's job. I am not here to make you feel wanted. Because if you don't feel wanted, before you got with me, I don't need to be with your ass. You need to take your ass to a therapist. I'm not here to make you feel wanted. Because if you have some inadequacies that are overbearing in your life, you need to go and fix that shit. I don't need a woman to make me feel wanted. I like, a woman wanting me, but that is the being versus doing. I want a woman that wants me, and a woman wants a man that wants her. I want you. I'm here. I'm hugging you, waking up next to you, hanging out, spending time with you, on the phone with you. But then you're like, well, I need 7 other things on top of what you're already doing. No, I'm not doing it. Get out. Get out. Not even a good one. Nope. Why not? Nope. Flowers? Nope. Because what you're trying to do is to feel wanted. I'm here. Therefore, I want you. I'm here. Therefore, I like you. If my presence alone doesn't make you wet, I am the wrong man for you. If my presence alone does not get your panties wet, I'm just the wrong man for you. Because no matter what I do, ain't going to be enough. Buying no flowers is not going to make your panties wetter than my presence. And if some flowers make you wetter than my presence, yeah, I'm the wrong person. Get me out of here. So it's because women need consistent encouragement that everything is going good due to the fact that these women have low self-esteem. You don't just do shit that a woman wants, because those things will literally dictate how she feels about herself and not you. See, I don't care that my girlfriend's friend gets flowers sent to her job every couple days. I don't care. Why are you telling me? Aaron, my friend Linda, she has her boyfriend sends her flowers to her job every week. I don't care. Why are you telling me that? Well, you don't want to do that for me? No. Do you actually think that has anything to do with me? No, that is her competition with her coworker. I'm not here to compete with your little stupid ass coworker. So if Linda has a boyfriend that sends flowers to her job every week, you actually think because of them, supposed to start doing some shit because another man is doing some shit for Linda? Are you crazy? What are you talking about? Because apparently Linda is dating a cornball. You want me to be a cornball because Linda's boyfriend is a cornball? Huh? You don't get the hell out of here. I don't have to do all that shit. Linda's boyfriend does. We are two different types of men. Not doing all that dumb shit. I don't care about your coworkers being like, oh my God, your boyfriend loves you. We don't need that. But if you need that consistent validation from random ass people that don't even like you, your coworkers do not like you. So when they walk past your desk with all these flowers and, oh my God, you have the best boyfriend, they talking about your ass in the break room. That bitch, she ain't did. I don't know why he did. Am I right or wrong? So it goes back to women are children. It's the same shit that girls be doing when they be in school. It's the same thing that girls be doing at school. Same shit. Women are children. They want to be seen and hide all at the same time. Say that again. Women want to be seen and hide all at the same time. So I'm going to play a little bit of this and I'm going to explain what I mean when I say women want to be seen and hide at the same time. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Dates, posting on social media, etc. Make a list of all of those things. Instead of getting with a guy who doesn't do those things.
Like, as an example, look at this woman. She has white people hair on her head. Right now, look at this. Do you think this woman has high self-esteem or low self-esteem? Ladies, fellas, look at this woman talk. Do you think this woman has high self-esteem or low self-esteem? Give it a second. I went back too far. So this woman right here, type in the chat right now. Does this woman has high self-esteem or low self-esteem? Type in the chat. High self-esteem or low self-esteem? Put in the comments right now. Do you think this woman has high self-esteem or low self-esteem by looking at her? Come on, y'all. Because I want to know. All right, so y'all are saying low self-esteem. Any woman has all this bullshit on her hair or on her head has low self-esteem. It's just simple.
Man before you.
So when you are looking at a woman, you have to simply look at her for who she actually is. And guess what? If she looks like her, all this damn makeup on and a damn long ass white people wig on, she has low self-esteem. So whatever you do for or with this woman is not going to be enough. No matter what you do for this woman, it's not going to be enough because she already coming out the box. Second, you out, open a wrapper, open a case, like you get a brand new phone. The woman comes embedded with low self-esteem already. So just like Cat Williams said, it's esteem of yourself, bitch. So I am not going to be running around trying to give you self-esteem when you don't possess it already. No. So I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. This whole thing is about the psychology of dysfunctional women.
Dates, posting on social media, etc. Make a list of all of those things. Instead of getting with a guy who doesn't do those things and then nagging him to change, and then that being the reason why the relationship ends 2 or 3 years down the line, watch this man before you ultimately make a commitment.
She sounds amazing, nice, soft-spoken, but let her take all that bullshit off and see what type of person she is. Let her take all this bullshit off. I bet she is a totally different acting person.
I think everything save for the social media posts are things that you can expect him to do before you enter into a committed, titled relationship.
No, I'm not doing none of that. And if we ain't compatible, you get the hell out. I ain't doing none of that shit to make you feel like I want to be with you. I am in your face calling you and talking to you. So that is me showing you that I want to be here. If that ain't enough, you get out. You get the hell out.
With him. If he doesn't, he's not your guy.
You're a narcissist. You know that? Like, you are a narcissist. And not only that, you're a misogynist. Like,
it's misogyny.
See, this is what happens. It starts here.
You're a boy who has ever been dumped by your girlfriend for seemingly no apparent reason, and you're looking for answers. This is what happened. Okay, this is you guys. You guys are in a happy relationship, and now all of a sudden you have one simple, fixable problem. For this example, we're going to use no good morning text. And your girlfriend who loves you, she's really happy with you. She comes to you and she tells you, she's like, hey, do you think we could start doing good morning text? Like, it'd mean a lot to me if you text me good morning.
So that's how it starts. Hey, baby, I love you. You love me. Everything's going good. Can we add a variable that is dumb in order for me to get constant validation from you? And then you turn around and say, okay, no problem. And then after you make a mistake or decide not to text her good morning a couple mornings, then this happens.
Your guy.
You're a narcissist. You know that? Like, you are a narcissist. And not only that, you're a misogynist. Like,
it's misogyny.
See, and here you go. Like, you always gaslight me, and here you go gaslighting me again. I'm already traumatized, and like, I was just so delulu. I couldn't even see the person that you were, and now I'm freaking traumatized because of you.
Sometimes a woman can talk her out of a
relationship. And that's how you're gonna end up being. This is gonna be your life. Look how this guy looking. This is gonna be your damn life.
A narcissist. And not only that, you're a misogynist.
Look how the guy is sitting. This is how you're going to be sitting dealing with a damn woman after you didn't send her a damn good morning text or some old stupid shit that you agreed to do. Don't agree to do shit.
Like,
it's misogyny.
See, and here you go. Like, you always gaslight me, and here you go gaslighting me again. I'm already traumatized, and like, I was just so delulu. I couldn't even see the person that you were, and now I'm freaking traumatized because of you.
Sometimes a woman can talk her out of a relationship. You can talk. We do that.
Yes,
we will talk.
I'm gonna say something, and this.
All right, so hold on. We're gonna get into this before we get to that. Commercial break. Commercial break.
Hey, how about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
They ain't gonna get
really
wore out. after
durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
All right, so let's keep going.
Little feathers.
Hold on, let's back this up a little bit. All right, here we go. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button.
Because of you.
Sometimes a woman can talk her out of a relationship. You can talk. We do that.
Yes,
We
but
will talk.
I'm gonna say something, and this might ruffle little feathers. I don't think just being a good man is enough to stay in a relationship with them.
But when I say a good man, I mean like he's good. That means all around. That means himself, spiritually, mentally, physically.
That's great.
Healthily, like he's a good man.
That doesn't mean that he's the man for you. And
Right.
maybe when you're going through these motions of getting to know him, you're realizing, okay, he's a great person, but honestly, I don't with his humor. Like he could be funny, but
and
he's
that's
not funny.
and
to
that's
me.
why a lot of modern
Or-
women are getting 40 with 4 cats and no man because
Maybe that's what
he's
they
a
like.
he's a good man, but because he's not funny, you gotta throw that out.
So there's 2 specific things that are going on with our women that are causing women to actually self-sabotage great relationships over and over and over and over and over again. And it literally has nothing to do with us men that the women are dating. The first thing is called mother wounds. The majority of women, white or black, being raised under a single parent household, usually their mother most likely treated them like crap. So now that they're adults, they're walking around with this feeling of, if my own mother treated me like crap, if my own mother told me I wasn't enough, if my own mother gaslighted me, if my own mother didn't protect me from Uncle Jimmy or her boyfriend, and you already know what I mean about that. Her simply delusional logic is going to tell her if the person that gave birth to her did not love her, did not protect her, did not make her feel safe, how in the world can a man that doesn't know her, didn't grow up around her, value her, love her, and protect her when people that knew her for decades failed to do so? These women are suffering from mother hunger. The number one thing these women need is love, forgiveness, and validation from their own mothers. But they're never going to get it. Why? Because their mother is dealing with the same 2 things that the daughter is dealing with because her mother didn't treat her right. When a child was raised by a single mother, most likely that single mother became overwhelmed either in the beginning or throughout the whole duration of your childhood. And yes, we're talking about females in particular because it's a proven fact that single mothers raise their boys totally different than how they raise their girls. In a lot of cases, and some of you ladies actually know this, your mother wished she had a son instead of a daughter. That part. Woo! That part. And she either resents you being a girl or resents your dad for leaving you with her. So imagine living 18 years with a neurotic, narcissistic, emotionally unavailable, dismissive, emotionally neglectful person that takes out all of her anger and frustration out on you, that turns around and tells you with a straight face, I love you. Think about what that does to your brain. This person is telling you that they love you and they care for you, but they're treating you like crap in so many different ways. This is what damaged neuroception is. So this young woman is going to grow up with this inverted way of seeing love. She's naturally going to grow up and look for that same type of person in a man. What is that same type of person? An argumentative, emotionally unavailable, neglectful, abusive man that will literally do the same thing her mother did. Make her feel like crap, put her through all this emotional anguish, and then look her straight in the face and say, I'm doing this because I love you. So this young lady, just like millions of other women, are most likely dealing with mother wounds and now has damaged neuroception, where the only man that she sees as exciting or fun or loving is somebody that is just like her mother, somebody that she can literally relive her traumatic childhood out all over again. This is the reason why women leave good relationships. So I want to touch on this part right here real quick. This part is very as exciting or fun or loving is somebody that is just like her mother, somebody that she can literally relive her traumatic childhood out all over again. That part right here. Women, dysfunctional women and functional women, all women, all men subconsciously look for a mate they can relive their childhood with as adults. I'll say it again. Virtually all of us look for mates. And when we have a type, that type is going to help us relive our entire childhood all over again as adults. And some people go the opposite way and they want to relive a childhood that they wish they had all over again. But that right there is the biggest reason why women love dysfunctional dudes. It's nothing you can do about it, because if they grew up dysfunctional, the only type of dude that will help them relive their childhood over again as adults is stupid, bum, dysfunctional dudes. And there's nothing you can do about it. Through all this emotional anguish, and then look her straight in the face and say, I'm doing this because I love you. So this young lady, just like millions of other women, are most likely dealing with mother wounds and now has damaged neuroception, where the only man that she sees as exciting or fun or loving is somebody that is just like her mother, somebody that she can literally relive her traumatic childhood out all over again. This is the reason why women leave good relationships, because good men literally are not familiar to her. She can't even see them. She doesn't understand them because it's not how she grew up. So if he's actually making her feel safe instead of making her feel scared that he's going to leave her or cheat on her, she don't know what to do with that because she's used to chaos. But this is the reason why so many women are like this. Our women need a lot of help and a lot of therapy. And if you have not gotten therapy as a black woman, I'm just going to tell you, you have no business dating anybody. All right. So earlier I said I was going to break down something I said in another video. I said in another video that women operate. I am not comparing women to these. Women operate mentally. Okay. Women operate like, well, dysfunctional women operate like rodents. You ever see a mouse scurry across the floor? They scurry from one side of the room to the other side of the room because running up against a floorboard is where they find safety. As long as they can feel the wall on one side of them, they only have this side to be afraid of. So just like I talked about earlier, women operate like deer. Now I'm saying women operate like rodents. They scurry around out of fear, looking to hide, but simultaneously always looking to be seen. And this is what I mean by this, because this is very important. A woman scurries from being hidden, then scurries the opposite way to be seen. But here's the problem. She only wants to be seen when she wants to be seen. She wants you to see certain parts of her. That's the thing. She wants you to see certain parts of her. And when you see too much of her, she feels exposed and she scurries away to be hidden again. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all understand what that means. I'll say it again because I don't want that to go over your head. She only wants you to see what she wants you to see, the parts of her personality. She doesn't want you to see the hidden side of her. But in a relationship, at some point, she can no longer hide the part of her that she doesn't want you to see. And once she gets exposed and the part of her that she's embarrassed of is exposed, depending on how you respond to how she actually shows up in the world in real life, when she takes the wig off, when she takes all the makeup off, when she actually acts like herself, when she acts like a child, when she starts crying, when she starts doing something that she doesn't usually do, she's going to see how you respond. And if you respond negatively, she's going to dump you. So this is a very important part. So I want to say it one more time. A woman only wants you to see what she wants you to see. But when you're in a relationship with her, it's guaranteed that at some point, the things that she doesn't want you to see, are going to be seen because y'all in a relationship. And when you actually see that side of her that she's always hidden from other people, she feels exposed. And the second she feels exposed and you have a negative response to the thing that she's always been hiding, she's going to dump your ass. And you don't even know why. Because you're going to be like, wait, what happened? She'll scurry back into her little mouse hole and dump you. Thank you, the lit guru. She will scurry back into her little safe mouse hole and dump you so she can feel safe again, because being alone is what she is accustomed to. See, the thing about it is, a lot of women, they get in relationships in order to escape their singleness, in order to escape their loneliness. But being in a relationship exposes all of their flaws that they've been hiding from the world. So it's two things going on at the same time. She's lonely, but when she gets in a relationship, she now is exposed. All of her inadequacies, all of the feelings she has about herself, the feelings she has about her father, the abandonment issues, the feelings that she had about her mom, they all are now exposed for everybody to see because she's in a relationship. And all of a sudden, she don't like how it feels. So she goes back to being single because she'd rather be single than be in a relationship where a man loves and cares for her. Why? Because a man has never loved and cared for her consistently ever in her life. So she doesn't know how it feels to consistently get that love, consistently get that safety. In her mind, woman operates like a deer. She's instantly going to start feeling like, this ain't gonna last. He ain't gonna want me. What's up, Kara? So I want to give you a thought or a quick story. Hit a like button, hit a like button, hit a like button. I remember buying flowers for a woman that I was dating. And when the flowers in the vase started dying, I simply bought more flowers to replace them. Unbeknownst to me, I started something that I call RTG. And RTG stands for, like I said earlier, repetitive, thoughtful gestures. So RTGs, repetitive, thoughtful gestures, can be flowers every week, good morning, Texas. I made it home, Texas. I love yous. There's nothing wrong with saying I love you, but if you say I love you all the time, say I don't love you for a day and she's going to break up with you. So to the men, never, ever, ever do RTGs, which are repetitive, thoughtful gestures for a woman. I promise you, she doesn't need that shit. As a woman gets closer to you, this is crazy. As a woman gets closer to you, she gets farther away from her comfort zone. Think about that. Thank you, Leticia. As a woman gets closer to you, talking to the men, she gets farther away from her comfort zone. What is her comfort zone? Certainty, being alone, victimization, and the thought that men are the problem. See, she can no longer be a victim if she's in a consistently good relationship. She can't victimize herself. How can you be a victim if you're winning? You can't. You can no longer believe that men are the problem when you're with a man. So you can no longer be a victim if you're in a relationship. You can no longer complain about men because you're in a relationship with a man. So actually being content and feeling safe literally goes against your own dysfunctional belief system. Women feel safer being victims. It's always a problem. Oh my God, this person did. You can't be a victim when you're happy. You can't. How are you going to be a victim and be happy and content? You can't. So at some point, you're going to start causing problems in a relationship where there is no problems in order to prove and justify and confirm what you already think about men. I'll say that again. When you're happy and content and feel safe in a relationship, you start acting up in order to justify what you already or have already believed about men. Now you can't be with one. You can't receive what the man is doing for you because it goes against what you were taught or how you feel about men. Because if you think men ain't shit or these men ain't shit and you get with one of these men, well, you kind of got to prove that he ain't shit. So you sit around waiting for him to do something wrong. And the second he does something wrong, I knew it. I told you men ain't shit, and you're out of there. The next thing you know, she breaks up with you. All because some dumb shit like Good Morning Texas. And now you sitting here feeling like you don't know what the hell just happened. So put a 1 in the chat if you agree or say I agree. So type in I agree or type in I disagree with everything I said. Type in I agree or type in I disagree with what I have said thus far. Because this shit is sad, y'all. Dealing with a woman is not easy. Because this shit here is crazy.
You're a boy who has ever been dumped by your girlfriend for seemingly no apparent reason, and you're looking for answers. This is what happened. Okay, this is you guys. You guys are in a happy relationship, and now all of a sudden you have one simple, fixable problem. For this example, we're going to use no good morning text. And your girlfriend who loves you, she's really happy with you. She comes to you and she tells you, she's like, hey, do you think we could start doing good morning texts? Like, it'd mean a lot to me if you text me good morning. So you, her loving boyfriend, agree to give her good morning texts.
Letitia says I'm 50-50. Okay, that's cool. But doing little dumb shit like this, good morning texts, is literally going to set a man up to be ain't shit in her mind, because that's what she thinks about men. A lot of women think men ain't shit. So you turn around and get with a man because you naturally want to be with a man and don't know how to be with a man and end up dumping him before he dumps you. So when I was buying flowers for this woman, because I didn't tell the whole story, I was buying flowers for a woman. I just bought flowers for a woman, thought it was cute. And next thing you know, I found myself buying flowers for her every week in order to, keep the vase fresh, right? Do you realize the day I did not refresh the flowers and I just took the vase, and like, you got to think about it. If a woman is used to having flowers every time and you're renewing all the flowers and you're throwing the dead flowers away, there's only two things you can do. Keep replenishing the flowers like a cornball, or throw the vase away. I threw the vase away. So she came, well, she was at home. She was at her own house. So, because I would bring it over her house, and she was like, hey, what happened to the vase? Oh, I just decided not to buy flowers no more. It started an argument. Why? Why you stop buying flowers? I like that. I said, yeah, but I just don't want to keep that up. So I just threw the vase away. I buy you flowers another time, but I'm not going to be doing this shit every week. She's like, why? Because I don't want to. It started an argument. You don't want it. So it was just too much for you to do that. Yeah, I didn't want to do it. So you actually don't care about me. What that have to do with anything? You wouldn't have flowers every week. I chose to give you flowers every week, and I just chose to stop. What does that have to do with whether I want you or not? I'm here, you dummy. Is me being here not enough? And I'm just sitting here, and I didn't call her a dummy, but in my mind, I was like, damn, this was dumb. Because the thing about it is, you buy a woman flowers every week, she ain't gonna give you more ass than she was giving you. She ain't gonna give you more head than she was giving you. She ain't gonna do nothing different. But when those flowers stop, now she has a reason to act stupid. So don't give a woman a reason to start acting stupid. So keep in mind, RTG. RTG. Always keep that in mind. Repetitive, thoughtful gestures. Never, ever, ever do them. You can give a thoughtful gesture, but it can't be repetitive, thoughtful gestures. I ain't know you was live. How long you was been on? I've been on for I'm about to go now, October 3074. So just make sure to watch the replay. I think it was really good. So I'm gonna go get something to eat, and I will talk to y'all later. And of course, before I go, make sure to buy my Deeper Discussions card game if you have not already bought, because I know a lot of y'all have already bought. I hope I ain't missed too much. Yeah, you missed the whole show, October 3074. Just started over from the beginning. It was like really good. It was really good. So talk to y'all later.
About we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game. We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend, a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
And Leticia, I am not saying a man shouldn't do anything nice for a woman. I'm saying don't do repetitive nice things for a woman. The key word is repetitive, because she says, so my father doesn't do birthdays and holidays, and my stepmother is okay with that. My mother would never settle for that, and my stepfather wouldn't dare miss doing something special for her. Yeah, birthdays, nothing wrong with that. You got to remember the key word is repetitive. I love doing nice things for a woman that I care about. I'm not going to be doing repetitive things nice for her. That's my whole point. I just want to make sure y'all get that. I'm dealing with this now. This woman always told me she never had a love, then panicked when I brought her up taking the next step. Yeah, man, these women are screwed up, man. And you run around chasing these women and trying to make them feel good about themselves. If you want to, you're gonna be looking stupid. No, that is not up to me. That is up to you. So talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day.